Okay, something else. I tried reading Prince of Thorns, tried reading Wolves of the Beyond on Wolf, but unfortunately, it is not, both of them are not school friendly. So, I've picked up another book I have in my collection, Wings of Fire, the Dragon Prophecy. Here's the book. By Tulio T. Sutherland. I'm sorry if I botched that. Previously owned by Dustin Hayland. Okay. For Jonah, My Little Big Wings. Nightwing Guide to the A Nightwing Guide to the Dragons of Pride. Okay, it just shows all like dragons. Okay. The Dragonet Prophecy. When the war had lasted 20 years, the dragonets will come. When the land is soaked in blood and tears, the dragonets will come. Find the sea wing egg in the deepest blue. Wings of night shall come to you. Large eggs in the mountain high will give you the wings in the sky. For wings of earth, search through the mud for an egg of color of dragon blood, and hidden alone in the rival queens, the sand egg awaits unseen. Of the three queens who blister and blaze and burn, two shall die and one shall learn. If she bows to a fate that is stronger and high, she'll have the power of the wings of fire. 5 eggs to hatch on the brightest night, 5 dragons born to end the fight. Darkness will rise to bring the light. The dragonets are coming. Alright. Prologue. A dragon was trying to hide in the storm. Lightning flickered across the dark clouds. Halvard clutched his fragile cargo closer. If he could make it over the mountains, he'd be safe. He'd escape the Sky Dragon's palace unseen, and the secret cave was so close. But his theft had not been as stealthy as he thought, and the eyes, as black as obsidian, were already tracking him from below. The enormous dragon in the mountain ledge had pale gold scales that radiated heat like a desert horizon. Her black eyes narrowed, watching the gleam of silver wings far up in the clouds. She flicked her tail, and behind her 2 more dragons rose to the sky and dove into the heart of the storm. A piercing shriek echoed off the mountains as their talons seized the moon-pale ice dragon. Bind his mouth, the waiting dragon ordered as her soldiers dropped Hathior on the slick, wet ledge in front of her. He was already inhaling ready attack. Quickly! One of the soldiers grabbed a chain from the pile of smoldering coals and threw it around the ice dragon's snout, clapping his jaws together with a sizzling smell of burning scales. Hathior let out a muffled scream. Too late. The sand dragon forked tongue slithered out in and out of her mouth. You won't be using your freezing death breath on us, ice dragon. He was carrying this. Queen Byrne, said one of the soldiers, handing her a dragon egg. Byrne squinted at the egg, through the downpour. This is not an ice wing egg, she hissed. You stole this from the Sky Wing Palace. The ice wing stared back at her. Hissing steam circled his snout where the hot chains met cold silver scales. You thought you got away unnoticed, didn't you? Byrne said. My Skywing ally is not a fool. Queen Scarlet knows everything that happens to her in her kingdom. Her lookouts report an Icewing thief sneaking away, and I decided finding you might add some violence to my boring visit. Burn held up the large egg up to the light of the fire and turned it slowly. Red and gold shimmered below the pale, smooth surface. Yes, this is a skywing egg about to hatch, Burn mused. Why did my sister send you to steal a skywing dragonet? Blaze hates. Blaze hates any dragon younger and prettier than she is. She thought for a moment as the rain drummed down on the ledge around them. Unless the brightest night is tomorrow. Her tail flicked up like a scorpion's. The poisonous barb it inches from Hathior's eyes. You're not in Blaze's armies, are you? One of those inspidous underground peacemongers? Tell them to peace, said one of the soldiers. You mean they're real? Burn snorted. A few worms crying over a little blood. Unwrap his chains. He won't be able to freeze us until his scales cool down. The enormous sand dragon leaned closer as her soldiers pulled the chain away. Tell me, Ice Dragon, do you really believe in the pompous old Nightwing prophecy? Haven't enough dragons died for your war? Snarled Hathior, wincing at the pain in his jaws. All of Perithia has suffered for the last 12 years, the prophecy says. I don't care. No prophecy decides what happens to me, Burn interrupted. I'm not letting a bunch of words or baby dragons choose when I die or what I bow to. We can have peace when my sisters are dead and I am queen of the sand dragons. Her venomous tail dipped closer to the silver dragon. Rain pattered on Hathior's scales. He glared at her. The dragonets are coming whether you like it or not, and they'll choose who the next Sand Wing Queen should be. Really? Burn stepped back and turned the egg slowly between her talons. Her forked tongue slipped in and out her smile. So, Icewing, this egg is a part of your pathetic prophecy? I'm sorry, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you.